You think living the dream means being a millionaire? Think again. A millionaire might own a few luxury cars and a couple of nice homes. But for a billionaire, that's just pocket change. We're talking about a level of wealth so extreme, it redefines reality. In this video, we're pulling back the velvet curtain to show you how the ultra-rich really live. The difference between a million and a billion isn't just money, it's an entirely different universe. Let's dive deep into the lives of the rich versus the ridiculously rich. Let's start with something deceptively simple: getting dressed in the morning. Because the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire, it starts with the mirror and what's hanging behind it. A millionaire opens a closet the size of a Manhattan apartment. Everything is arranged like a fashion showroom, curated to impress. You'll see shelves stacked with Gucci sneakers, Louis Vuitton duffels, Balenciaga tracksuits, Moncler puffers for ski weekends in Gstaad, and off-white hoodies ready for brunch in the Hamptons. Every item is designed to make a statement, on Instagram, in boardrooms, at exclusive parties. Rows of Rolexes, maybe a Richard Mille displayed like a museum piece. The closet isn't functional, it's a branding tool. It tells the world, I've made it. Because for many millionaires, clothing isn't about comfort, it's about proof. Proof they belong in the room. Proof they play in the big leagues. They might spend $10,000 to $50,000 every single month on clothing. That's $2,600 loafers one week, an $18,000 biker jacket the next. Some even shell out $250,000 for diamond-encrusted belts they wear once, or just keep in a vault. Now step into a billionaire's wardrobe, and the energy flips completely. No logos, no flex, no clutter. His closet is minimalist, clean, surgical. Every piece has been measured, tailored, and quietly engineered to fit like second skin. A plain white shirt? $800, handmade in a Florence atelier with no signage on the door. The shoes? $2,000, crafted in a workshop older than most brands. No advertising, no PR campaigns, just generational quality. And here's the twist. Most people wouldn't even recognize the value. Because billionaires don't wear brands. They buy them. They don't show status through flash. They signal power through absence. While a millionaire gets dressed to be noticed, a billionaire gets dressed to eliminate distraction. One less decision to make, one more inch of mental bandwidth reclaimed. That's why many billionaires wear the same outfit every day. Zuckerberg, Jobs, even Bezos. It's not laziness, it's efficiency. It's uniform dressing for people whose daily decisions impact market, economies, and governments. A millionaire wears the label to feel powerful. A billionaire wears power like fabric, invisible, intentional, and recognized only by those in the same stratosphere. A millionaire shows off the label. A billionaire is the label. Let's talk about travel. Because when you're rich, you don't just go places. You arrive. You make an entrance. And the world quietly shifts to accommodate you. A millionaire might treat themselves to a yacht. Not a cruise ship, but something sleek, elegant, and packed with polished status. Like a $2 million Prestige 680. About 70 feet of engineered beauty. There's a teak sun deck for private parties, plush guest cabins with monogrammed sheets, a minibar stocked with Dom Perignon, and a hot tub bubbling under the stars for those late-night, champagne-fueled conversations. It's not just a boat, it's a floating stage, designed to impress, to post, to prove. But beneath the gloss, there's always a bleed. Maintenance runs about 10% of the vessel's value per year. That's $200,000 annually, or $550 a day, just to keep it seaworthy. Add crew salaries, dock space, fuel, insurance, and champagne for the guests. And your weekend status symbol is burning $1,500 to $2,000 per day, easy. A millionaire can afford it, but they feel it. There's always a little math in the back of their mind. Now step into a billionaire's marina, and suddenly the millionaire's yacht looks like a toy boat. Enter the Eclipse, owned by Roman Abramovich. Price tag, $1.5 billion. Length, over 550 feet. It has 2 helipads, a submarine, bulletproof windows, and a missile defense system, because apparently being rich isn't safe enough. And yes, it even has anti-paparazzi lasers that detect and block camera lenses. This isn't leisure, this is tactical luxury. It's wealth that moves like a military operation. The crew alone costs $1.4 million a year. Fuel and docking, hundreds of thousands more. Just keeping this fortress of opulence on standby can run $6,000 to $10,000 per day, even if it never leaves the dock. And if you're in a rush, the millionaire charters a private jet, maybe a $10 million Gulfstream, pre-owned, shared airspace, leased crew. It's glamorous, it's fast, but it's still a rental. The billionaire? He buys a Boeing 747 and customizes it from scratch. Not just the seating, he redesigns the cabin into a flying penthouse, complete with boardrooms, lounges, and bedrooms more luxurious than most hotel suites. Just flying this beast costs $13,000 per hour. Using it for 10 hours a week, nearly $7 million a year. Because to billionaires, time isn't money. Time is something they own. And distance? Just another problem solved by capitalized speed. When it comes to cars, the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire isn't just horsepower. It's philosophy. It's intention. It's the very reason for owning the machine. A millionaire buys cars to prove something. To the world, to their competitors, to their younger self who used to dream in front of dealership windows. You'll see a Lamborghini Aventador decked in neon orange to make sure it's noticed. A Bugatti Chiron, matte black and menacing, reserved for flashy weekends. Maybe a Rolls-Royce Wraith, for when they need to project elegance at business dinners. Combined, that's over $5 million in doors that rise vertically and engines that roar like thunder. These aren't just vehicles, they're badges. And the garage? It's not storage, it's a shrine. But the price doesn't end at the showroom. Just replacing Bugatti tires? $20,000, and you're supposed to do it every few thousand miles. Yearly maintenance per hypercar? $50,000 minimum. Add in exotic fuel, professional detailing, custom insurance, and storing them in a temperature-controlled glass box. You're looking at $200,000 to $300,000 every year just to keep them pretty. These machines don't just run on gas, they run on ego. And for a millionaire, that's part of the fun, as long as people are watching. Now zoom out, way out. A billionaire's garage is a vault, not a showroom. One wall might feature a 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO, valued at $70 million. Only 36 were ever made. It's not driven, it's preserved, protected by biometric locks, polished weekly by a personal mechanic. Some owners fly technicians in, first class, just to fine-tune the tire pressure. And next to it, a Rolls-Royce Sweptail, one of one, built from scratch, $13 million. Or the Bugatti La Voiture Noire, commissioned for a single billionaire, $19 million. Black, ruthless, untouchable. These aren't cars, they're rolling relics, art pieces that happen to have engines. They don't scream for attention. They sit in silence, daring you to understand their worth. Millionaires love speed. Billionaires? They collect art that moves, even if it never leaves the garage. But for the ultra-wealthy, home is where millions vanish in silence. A millionaire lives big. Really big. Imagine a $7.9 million Spanish-style estate in the hills of Santa Fe. 8 bedrooms, 13 bathrooms, vaulted ceilings, imported marble floors, so polished you see your future in them. Gold-accented chandeliers that shimmer like a Versailles ballroom. Outback? A lagoon-style pool shaped like a private island. There's a meditation garden with trickling fountains, a high-end home theater with Dolby surround and leather recliners, and a 5-car garage humming with horsepower. And every inch of it is laced with tech. Smart thermostats, voice-activated lighting, facial recognition at the front gate. It's not just a house, it's a statement. A place to entertain, impress, and remind everyone how far you've come. But what most people don't see is what it costs to exist inside that dream. Maintenance alone? 1% of the home's value per year. That's $79,000, or $216 a day just to keep things clean, functioning, and insured. Property taxes. Another $70,000 annually. A private chef for clean, organic meals. $60,000 to $120,000 a year. A full-time butler, house manager, or live-in staff? Easily 6 figures more. Before you even flip a light switch, you're already looking at $300,000 to $400,000 per year, not including utilities, renovations, or unexpected repairs. Now enter a billionaire's home, and things stop being residential. They become institutional. Take the Chartwell Estate in Bel Air, a $195 million mega mansion. This isn't just a house, it's a compound. There are secret underground tunnels, panic rooms lined with Kevlar, a 12,000-bottle wine cellar, and bulletproof windows thicker than your iPad. The property runs like a boutique luxury hotel, with a permanent staff, gourmet chefs, armed security, full-time drivers, live-in cleaners, private gardeners, tech specialists, estate lawyers, yoga instructors, and even on-call art curators. Property tax alone, $1.5 million a year. Security operations, another $1.5 million, with biometric systems and surveillance suites. Just existing on this property can cost $10,000 to $15,000 a day. And that's if no one's even home. Because here's the irony. Millionaires build dream homes to live in. billionaires build private realities, complete with staff, systems, and silence. And the most surreal part? They're rarely there long enough to enjoy any of it. Money buys comfort, power builds infrastructure. But empires, those are built with systems. A millionaire gets there the hard way. Maybe they built a SaaS company from scratch. Maybe they flipped houses, launched a successful chain of boutique gyms, or struck gold with a viral app. Whatever the path, they know what it feels like to build with their own hands. They've seen balance sheets in the red. They've fired people they didn't want to. They know what it costs to run a business, not just financially, but emotionally. They're in the trenches. They shake hands with their first 50 employees. Their office? Floor 24 of a sleek downtown high-rise, leased for $30,000 a month, plus utilities, cyber insurance, and a part-time security guard who doubles as the front desk. Every hire is a gamble. Every lawsuit is a storm cloud. They track cash flow like oxygen. They sweat over marketing spend. Payroll is both a privilege and a monthly panic button. They hustle, they worry, they adapt. They're successful, but they're still tethered to reality. Now, zoom out, way out. A billionaire doesn't run a business. He runs the ecosystem the business lives in. He doesn't lease office space. He owns the building, or the block, or the entire downtown district with naming rights on the lobby. His corporate footprint spans continents. Tokyo, Dubai, London, New York. Each office is an engine, run by its own executive board, marketing division, and legal team. His payroll? Over 10,000 people, scattered across tech, retail, aerospace, finance, AI, and media, each division a billion-dollar beast. There's no such thing as tight marketing budgets. He has in-house creative studios, global compliance departments, a 24/7 crisis PR firm on retainer, in-house legal assassins who eat cease and desists for breakfast. Running a single one of these machines can cost $200 to $500 million a year. And he doesn't lose sleep, because he owns the mattress company too. And outside the business, his power only intensifies. He funds political campaigns. He backs presidents. He advises governments. His foundations shift the global conversation. His donations rewrite laws. His tweets make markets panic or soar. His stock sales ripple through entire economies. If a millionaire loses a deal, it stings. They regroup. If a billionaire loses a deal, the market shifts to accommodate him. Millionaires chase growth. Billionaires engineer the world growth happens in. Because once you reach a certain level of power, you're no longer playing the game. You're writing the rule book. So now you've seen it, how millionaires live to impress, and how billionaires live to control. One buys status. The other builds systems. One spends millions to be seen. The other spends billions to stay invisible, while owning everything that surrounds you. Because real power isn't about yachts or logos. It's owning the shipyard, the label, and the land your dreams are built on. The truth? It's not how much money you make. It's how many rules you get to rewrite. If this video made you see wealth differently, smash that like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment below. What's the first ridiculous thing you'd buy with $1 billion? Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, stay curious. And remember, wealth makes noise, but power moves in silence.